they've never heard before, go look them up. And then when you look them up, go dig deeper, right? Atman. Atman is the Hindu word that means soul or spirit. Essentially, it refers to the real person inside an individual. It is made of part of the spirit of Brahman, which I'm going to touch in a second, who Hindu believe is the one true ultimate God. Don't get caught up on the word. Just say that we could say the source.
Right.
Therefore, it is not something that can be seen or touched, but it is eternal and everlasting. Atman in Sanskrit means self or breath, one of the most basic concepts in Hinduism. The universal self, identical with the eternal core of the personality that after death either transmigrates to a new life or attains release, moksha, from the bonds of existence. And Brahman. Brahman is a supreme universal spirit that is eternal and unchanging.
Right.
In the Hindu holy books, they refer to Brahman as being present throughout the entire universe. And Hindus believe that all beings carry a part of Brahman within them. This divine spark, known as the Atman or soul, and it is immortal.
Right.
So when I hear Yeshua, who they call Jesus, say these words, this is where my being goes.
Right.
I am one with Brahman. I am one with the source. I am one with that supreme being that has no real name.
Right. Exactly.
Don't get caught up on words.
Never get caught up on
Don't
words.
get caught up on words.
Because
we human. We can only make things make sense to those who we share with. In some cases, some people teach. But sometimes what happens with words, it gets lost in translation.
Exactly. And I like what you said, I am. Because a lot of people would say that's the name of the creator.
Right. I am.
Which they're right.
Right.
Because it just means to be.
To be. I exist.
I exist. To be. I exist.
Right.
I am that I am. Or what they would say, Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, or
Ekye.
I am.
I am.
You are that.
You are that. As you.
As you.
Or that which is expressing itself as you.
Right.
See, it's I need to ask for the words because it's such a thin line when we talk about paradoxes and when we talk about idolatry, the concept of Yeshua, Jesus, my understanding is this wise. He came to show us that which we are, which is like him.
Exactly.
Right. Some people say, well, no, he was perfect.
Okay.
Oh, and that's fine. I mean, but Job was perfect.
Exactly.
Job was perfect. It's other people in scripture that's perfect, that it says it's perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm not arguing perfection.
John the Baptist's father was perfect. I think it's what's his name?
You said it.
Was perfect. Let's just say that.
I'm trying to now you got me now his name trying to get his name stuck in my head. But the point is that it's not about what we think is perfection. It's that Christ being is perfect, has been perfect, will be perfect, has always been perfect, and it dwells within you.
Right.
And that was what Christ was speaking to when he came to talk to his disciples and the followers, or those who were spiritually sick.
Right. And you have to understand, when Yeshua was talking, it was the Christ that was speaking through him.
Right.
Or God speaking through him. Just like it speaks through you. When you get to talking to someone and you like, hey, where'd that come from? Yeah. That was the Christ. It really won't you. It really won't your egoic self. It was the real you, what they would say.
Right.
It was the real you. That's the real you who's talking.
And that's the God in you.
That's the God in you.
That's the God in you. See, the thing is like you know, all transparency. We just here to following the path of Christ or Yeshua, following the path of the masters, the teachers,
Right.
the Buddhas, the Krishnas, the so many, Vivekananda, Kriyananda, all these enlightened beings. I'm not saying I'm enlightened. I'm just saying following in the path that have come to tell you that ye are God.
Right.
Or to tell you that ye are an aspect of God,
God.
or to tell you that the Christ is dormant within you. Wake up.
Wake up.
It's different
Right.
ways of saying the same thing.
Exactly.
It's just a matter, like as O'Kane said, where your consciousness lies. Some people, they need to say, well, you need to be like Christ. That is easier for the mind when you have been told you're a filthy, dirty sinner.
Come on.
And you, because you're a filthy, dirty
Come on.
sinner, you are separate from the source.
Come on.
And because you are separate from the source, you need something outside of you that's more pure, more holy, more cleaner, more crisper,
Right.
to connect to get back to the source.
Right.
And the truth of the matter is, if that's what you need, then I'm with you. Hold on to that.
Right.
And then for those who are like, well, I don't believe in that, or whatever the case, wherever you are, I'm telling you, you are that.
Right. Exactly.
What would the Jesus in you do?
Right. Ooh. Right. Or when the scriptures when Elohim was talking to Israel, you be holy because I am holy.
Because I am holy.
How is you gonna do that? If you supposed to be this filthy,
Well, we have laws,
uh-huh.
statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Or as I was,
Or
which we would say, we have moral instructions,
right.
to keep you in a certain state
Right.
of consciousness, awareness,
Right.
to bring you closer to the source.
Or to
Or to that deity, whoever that was.
right. Yeah. Yeah. That. So let's go back when we're talking about Yeshua,
Okay.
because he said it's written in your law,
Right.
and we got to figure out where that law is at, and
Oh,
more than likely,
talking
it's
about
in,
your God.
yeah, ye are gods.
I
which
wouldn't
is
even say that's a law. That if the
Right.
only place that is really written is really in what, Tehillim Psalms.
to heal them songs. And you know what? I thought about that too. Where is it at in the law? Well, it's there. But like I say, I think a
So,
lot of the stuff is
Oh,
underlined.
in the law, we could say, the judges and rulers. It talks about Elohim,
Right.
which
So it's-
is another word that can be used along when you see the word that could be translated as God. Elohim could be judges,
right.
rulers. Okay, let's go. Ye are gods again.
Which is, I think, Psalm 82. I think it is.
Is it? It's Psalm 82. Yes, it is.
Just read the whole thing, I think. This is
Okay.
not that long.
Okay, let me get there. Them brothers have gone off.
No, I'm on the path.
Okay. Tehillim, or as commonly called Psalms, chapter 82, starting at verse 1. A psalm of Asaph. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked?
Right.
Selah.
Right.
Defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
Uh-huh.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations.
Did it say all or just some?
All nations.
All. All are sons of and daughters of the Most High.
Yes.
Yes. All. It didn't say some. It says all. So if, like Yeshua was saying, if it was said in your book and the book can't be broken, what you gonna do? This is what it says. But you're gonna try to condemn me because I say that I'm God.
So what would you say
Or
to
the Son of
somebody
God.
what would you say to someone that says, well, this is just talking to the nation of Israel?
Where it say that at? It say that in that scripture?
Not
Oh.
not in this
Oh.
scripture and
Oh,
verse,
well,
but
let's keep
they're
it on the
saying they would. I mean, one would say this is being directed towards the children of Israel because it's coming out of one of
Right.
their the books.
Got you. So my thing is they're gonna try to keep me in the book,
Right.
right? I'm gonna take them out the book and show you
Everywhere else that
everywhere else before our writings.
okay.
Well, this says it right here too, in their writings.
Right.
So who got the right stuff? If we want to say was who got the
right or wrong, right,
or wrong
right,
stuff.
Right. Right.
When it's saying the same thing your book just said.
It's interesting.
And that's but the key is when they try to keep you in the book,
Well, I think go ahead.
it becomes circular reasoning
Right.
to say, no, this is what it is, brother. I know what circular reason is because I've used it.
Okay.
So you're not gonna use it against me.
So what you're saying is for some people they have to contain the thought they have to bring you in their world in order to make their world make sense.
Makes sense.
So could they say that about like what we saying? Like we have to bring them in our world, but then again, I would from where I stand, I don't see that my world is contained.
Right, exactly. It is not contained where we're at. Because we venture out, they're gonna stay here.
So okay, I got an analogy for that. So I've been in different places around the world.
Right.
Right. But I have met people that have never been out of Brooklyn.
Right.
You know, New York, you talking about
Right.
New York City. They've
Right.
never been out of Brooklyn. And when you go to each city, and I'm using New York because it's a metropolitan. You know, I could probably use the 7 cities, but I haven't even been everywhere in the 7 cities. But when I started going to like Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Bronx, the Bronx, for those that
Right.
it's they're all self-contained. They got their own bodegas. They got their own little spot where you go get your clothes for the low.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
It's almost like you don't have to leave.
Right.
And the thing is like it could become comfortable. Like when I was a recruiter trying to put people in the Navy, you know, it's people that live in like little tenement apartments, 5 families in like a 3-bedroom house.
Right.
You know, or maybe I might be exaggerating, but a lot of people in one small family apartment. And the hardest thing was to get them to understand it's a bigger world out there.
Right. Exactly.
And the way circular reasoning is, it's like you because you've not seen or experienced or have ventured out or went to different places. It's easy to stay comfortable in a comfort zone with your group,
Right.
your family,
Exactly.
your same friends, so on and so forth. And I could
Right.
use that and put it on when I left home to join the Navy.
Right.
You know, at first my recruiter had to chase me. I'll be there. I'll be there.
trying to go.
I'll be there at 4:00 tomorrow. Was I there for? No. So because the thought was I'm leaving. They trying to get me to leave home.
Right.
And it's comfortable. My mom, my sister, you know, my family. And when it comes to religion and spirituality, they are self-containing constructs.
Right.
They'll have words and things in there that's going to say anything else outside of this teaching is a liar, is a thief, is the
Right.
devil, is
Exactly.
Shaitan. And the
Right.
thing is like, even what you're being taught, is it the way that it was meant when it was written?
Written. Exactly.
Because you are going to someone to interpret it for you and teach it.
Exactly.
And then they have other people that they're under or they're with. So they get together and have meetings and so on and so forth to say, we're going to teach it this way.
Exactly. Exactly. I've seen that.
And it's people that might not agree, but they go along to get along because it's the popular narrative.
Exactly.
And the thing is that you as a sovereign being, you know, the Most High is always, always, always trying to, I'm saying, reach out to you, but awaken within you. So it's going to be tales and things that's going to be, we talked about the chakras, but the seat of your
Right.
sacral chakra.
Right. Your
Or they say you
seat
have a
of your-
gut,
right, your seat of your intellect.
your
or what they
intellect, right?
would say
Your
that.
your
No,
gut feeling. You may feel like that's not right. That doesn't sound. I don't agree with that.
Right.
But because everybody else is saying, praise and hallelujah, or
Oh, this must be
inshallah,
right.
or whatever the case may be, it must be right.
Right.
If you turn on social media and it's a bunch of people saying slightly different, but it's more or less the same thing, it must be right. And we're living in a time that's not that kind of thinking. It's I don't want to say it's outdated, but the vibration of that kind of thinking is it's going to keep you stuck and it's going to keep you
Right.
suffering.